Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matthias and I am the Director of Matthias, and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Indeed, again, I am back, and today, it's probably not gonna take a freaking hour per episode, more like half an hour. So let's get right to it. I got a special kind of episode for you here, maybe some would say, and that is not 5. Get that set. Trouble with the sat nav. There you go. 5. Neutral. Headlights are on. Everything is where it should be. Reset the view, and we are off. I've already taken a job. We're taking a job, and it's gonna bring us to quite the place, I must say. One of the places which are new in the base game. So some of you may already know what I'm talking about. Recently there was an update which added 3 cities, and we're indeed gonna go to one of them, because I've never been to one of them, which is a pity. But on the topic of map expansion, we have Going North, as it's referred to. I don't really know if that's going to be its official name, but we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Oh, this guy wasn't courteous enough to let me out, but taddy-ho. So yeah, Going North, going to be very, very exciting. Now, what kinds of evidence as to how it will be do we have so far? Well, we have a lot of different things that will indeed say that it will be rather awesome. Now, this is the journey we're taking this fine occasion. I may just make it so that I'll split this between many sort of in-between videos, as you may call them. My face, I really need like a lamp or some shit, yeah. And my stomach is about to gurgle. Like always. When I made Minecraft videos, I was sick, and now my stomach is gonna gurgle. That's the word. I just watched a little bit of Squirrel or Paul's, not Paul's, but Paul. But if something says then it's Paul's. Anyway, one of Paul's videos, where it was it was a quoting from a live stream where he had an interview, or he interviewed Pavel, which is the CEO of SES, and that was some time ago. But I do think they mentioned American Truck Simulator, which I think was already back then in like 2013 or something. I think it was the 14th of May, 2014 or something, if I'm not mistaken. Wrong headlight indicator position, whatever. So I'm doing this late at night, which I probably shouldn't do, because yeah, you can see the light on the camera. It's kind of a bit doodly. I just finished doing all the things I had to do with the Minecraft session. But before I continue on that, I want to just say that number 2 had some problems. I re-uploaded that as well, so that has about 0 views at this current moment, so there's that. But as well, a side note is that in the first one, I actually got the end thing right, and right? No, I got it wrong. I said "oh man" instead of what I was actually supposed to say, which was something like Vanassen, I think, which is just not too far away from where I live. Little poor thing. Where it's very centered, so you can't really tell too much where I live from just that piece of information. But taddy-ho, there's not enough people here to stalk me. Yet, anyway. Oh, a little bit slower than you can. So yeah, there is that. I really do like seeing the videos go up. I really do. The last one was a bit shorter than the other ones, for the simple fact that there was a part where I was in a cave. Or that's the entire freaking video of me being in a cave, but and also because of the terrorist attack in Paris, I did put a "Je suis Charlie" on the end of it, just because I can, and I hope I got the pronunciation right of that, because probably not a lot of people do, due to a lot of people talking English and something that isn't French. It's a very interesting discussion, and I probably should do an own video on that. You're gonna... Good truck. We're gonna do an entire video on that, but I just want to say briefly now that I think that it's probably something that's gonna go away, the whole thing about not drawing Muhammad. I think that's the thing that's gonna go away, because my reasons being that what's the point of having that go up? That's silly. Silly sausage. Yeah, I'm talking a bit lower because the mic peaked a lot. I realized in Minecraft the number 3. But it's a very interesting discussion, and I shouldn't really try to get too much into it now because it will take too much time. But basically, I think that it will go away because, I mean, it's not so that religion doesn't change itself. That's one thing, but you gotta keep in mind is that religion's changed a lot. People's opinions has generally changed a lot, and if something's gonna happen to Islam, it may just be that. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. But another thing is that the generation which grow up today, paying no attention to the speed of it apparently, the generation that's growing up today is going to be very much influenced by the internet. And you know, the same generation as me. Eric Rocksmith, 2014. You probably could see that. He's on my sidebar, together with the Tomster. But yes, I think they're gonna get a little bit affected by the internet, and then they're gonna be on like, well, this is the thing. A lot of people think that this maybe it's a little bit silly, especially for like someone who isn't Muslim to have to kind of go off this rule that Islam has, and then they're going to think, well, does it really matter too much in the long run? But I mean, most people just thinks that still doesn't justify going out and killing someone. Just shoot them right in the face. That isn't the solution. That's never been the solution. It's never gonna be the solution either. You know, I am a believer in free speech, and there was the question: should every single newspaper start printing it? I am a bit split on that. I say to newspapers, go ahead if you want to, but I don't want it to be something that's kind of mandatory, because I generally don't like things that's mandatory. I like options. In life, different things you can do, and also in games I like a lot of options. Yes, so they change the game in case your computer lags a bit, in case it doesn't want to go up to frickin' 60. I'm looking at you, Euro Truck, at your 45. 60. Why? Some may ask. Well, because I'm going for 60 FPS, because YouTube has 60 FPS, and I'm going for Full HD, because YouTube supports Full HD. It supports like 4K, though I haven't really seen that, okay? I wouldn't even know what is the difference on my screen. But I'd like to, and I mean, because I only have a 2K screen, so obviously I won't notice 4K. But it would be nice to have a 4K screen so that I could record videos in 4K. Yes. There is no, as far as I know, there's no big YouTuber which uses 4K, and I think that maybe, it depends on how big I'm gonna be, but I'm definitely gonna try to take the initiative. But I think in the future it will be on the same kind of line as 2K is now. So it's kind of like 2K. That's like Sveglel. If you're me, you get that joke. It's a slightly internal joke, but nevertheless, there's just in my school, at least, we have very wooden tables, and on one of them it says Sveglel, which I find that kind of amusing. I find that kind of funny. I don't know about you, but I find it funny nevertheless. So I say it in an ironic way, just because irony is a good thing, and I also think that satire is a good thing. That's why I like Nutt på Nutt, which is a Norwegian satire comedy show. Satire is basically, and there's Thomas. Hey, good example there. And yeah, it's kind of Saturday. Well, funny enough, it's not on Saturday, but on Friday. Well, close enough, I suppose. It's comedy and satire, which is nice, especially because also, you know, you live in one of the best countries to live in the world, Norway, and you have the right to speak, say what you want, and criticize who you want. You can criticize. Well, I mean, obviously we have our limits, but we're a very informal culture, as anyone who knows something vague about Norway knows that we are very much an informal culture. We're not a very sort of formal culture with a lot of, honor and shame and stuff like that. No. We're very informal, but we have had the Janteloven. The English version of that is so funny. But 20 FPS, it's gonna do this again, isn't it? I'm just waiting for it to shoot forward. I've been here before in the previous video. Very good, shot forward. Can you remember when I was here? I don't really know if I did think I included this. Was this when I came up with a random Lucy Hale joke? No, that wasn't here. Oh yeah, yes, actually. Nothing interesting happened on the road between. Yes, and I like to take the piss out of me when I go. It's to a small degree take the piss out of myself when I edit the videos. Yo dog, I heard you like taking the piss. So I took the piss of me taking the piss, so that I could take piss whilst I took piss. It sounds kind of funny to take the piss. Yeah, piss, which is actually P-I-S-S, is just Norwegian slang for pee, which isn't surprising considering, I mean, the proper word for it is, well, T-I-S-S, this. Hello, piss, Osman. So yeah, satire, that's good. I really think that the future generations of people in Islam that grow up in a family of Muslims are probably gonna. I kind of just want to call them Musliminity for some weird reason. Just cause 3 coming soon. That's another thing I'm gonna talk about, hype. But we'll come to that. But yeah, I really think that satire is a good thing. And if you like satire, then move to Norway, because we got some of it here, and you won't get shot in the face here. Well, we haven't. Well, we had 22nd of July, but that really wasn't because of satire. That was just because an idiot was being a douchebag and shot a lot of people on the island. I think I know someone who actually was there, which is kind of interesting. I think he came I think it's I think one I know was there, not someone I know well, but kind of know it's a she. And E. Breivik got she said about 10 meters from me, so you know, that's some scary shit. So met that there was a group of people I met on Minecraft actually. Started with one of them. There was some more of them I met. Basically, and through there I met FPS. Sort yourself out, man. Get an FPS job. Making FPSs better. Well, basically, through there I got to know the guy who helped me pick out the parts for my computer, and the guy who put together my computer is the man of my, or the husband of my system. Whoa, how does it drop? Questions. So, like satire, move him. But I really, you know, that's the question. Would I, you know, draw Muhammad myself? Probably not. I'd like to keep my face intact. Thank you very much. I know that it's sort of also a little bit about respect, and you know, I respect that people want respect, but it's. I think that this is a very difficult question. It's a little bit like abortion, and there's two very clear sides to this. Or not as much as abortion. Abortion is the most difficult subject that there's ever been, in my opinion. It's just, I mean, you could be pro-choice and you could be pro-life, and man, there's just, you know, so many good arguments with both sides. Me myself, I'm kind of more towards pro-choice. So there's that. You know, I like choice, as I said. I like options in life in general. Is it just 30 here? Why isn't there like 50 here? It's like, this is a straight pace of road. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I think it's gonna go away just because of the youth. And I think it's kind of silly, though. There's a ring road, of course. Just look on the map. This is always a bitch to get around with. The B word, Eric McGirt. I think I could go after him. No. Fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna turn right because fuck it. I'll say fuck it to bucket. Come on, is no one of you courteous enough? Come on, you AI. Let me out, you bitch. Oh, there's an open room. There. Jesus with the traffic. Oh, jeez with the lag. You hear it on the indicators. You hear it in the indicators. You hear it in the game. Here it's bloody 60. Gosh. Well, it's more than it was on the English side. The French like to go fast, yes. Je suis eine Nudelstrudel. What's a lead-footed man? Or lead-footed person? Lead-footed woman as well, for that matter. Yeah, what is that in French? Then I can make a joke, but it's like, je suis le petit train. That's about the limit of my French. So that's that. Yes, I think that's gonna go away, but now let's move over to hype. I have some hype, some may say, about 2015. I've never before looked forward to a year of gaming in the same way as 2015. I can't really remember if I ever looked forward to a year because of the games that was going to come for it. But now I am. And it's not only games, it's also content, because on that list of things I'm kind of about is, first of all, is what's probably going to come first, which is GTA 5 for the PC. I'm just going to ask my mum to come get it on thingamadoodle, the disc version, because you can just use the same key for Steam, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I should look into it anyway. And, if not, I could just ask Thomas, or I could just put in a forward date. As far as Steam is concerned, my mom thinks it's alright, apparently. Oh, sure. Well, the joys of being under 18. And I really think. Well, let's have a little bit of a discussion about, you know, age limitations. It's a little bit interesting because you have a lot of actually quite more gory, like maybe TV series, like films and stuff, you know, or just as bad as you know how GTA 5 is, and there's things that's worse than GTA, believe it or not. Or the thing that is about GTA is that it's blood, but it's not so much gore in the sense of that people just loses a head. You know, you can't just in GTA just go up to someone and shoot your freaking head off. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. You can't do that. You know, you shoot them directly in the neck. The game doesn't allow for that. That, you know, would just go straight through the neck and just ruin the neck bones and just leave it open. And I mean, that's with a 50 cal. Maybe it would be possible, but that doesn't happen in GTA. But there's blood, there is that, and there is other things. But blood is blood. Shooting people in the face is also one thing. But, I mean, the reason why I want GTA is not because you could go out and shoot someone in the face. It's because you have the freedom to go shoot someone in the face, basically, essentially. Because it's an open world game, and I like that. Euro Truck, in a sense, yes, an open world game. Because you have an open world, you can technically go wherever you want. Though it's kind of limited to the roads because of you're driving a goddamn truck. This is not an off-road simulator. And I'm quite looking forward to just being able to just stick around in one of the most well-engineered games of all time. As far as I'm concerned, it looks as though it is very well made, and I think Dan would agree. Nerdcube Dan, that is, not beef. If I would say beef, I would say beef. If I'd say Nerdcube, I'd say Dan, because of reasons and whatnot. So, yeah, I think Dan would approve. Yeah, he would approve GTA. He's approved of GTA 5. Quite a long time ago. I think, but as I said, he would probably agree with me. The fact that it looks, or is a very well engineered game. From my point of view, it actually also is that. I mean, I've seen a video here and there explaining the tiny little details that is in GTA 5, which makes a difference, actually. Detail is very important in the game. Things that you don't really notice until you actually look. And that's a wonderful thing to have in a game. That there's certain things which you only see if you really just, you know, open your eyes. And, these tiny details, you know, that make the game just slightly more realistic and slightly more believable, which is always nice, because that makes you sometimes go.
I now return you to your scheduled programming.
So that's how that was, and that was kind of interesting. And there were some other things. There were some shenanigans. That's a wonderful thing. And that's why I like open world games, because I mean, like GTA 5 and especially Just Cause 2, the map is absolutely enormous. And by the way, Just Cause 3 is going to have just as big as a map, but it's going to have a different map, and it's going to be in a different setting. But I'll come to that. But you know, so in that sense, it's a very good concept. Open world, being able to do what the hell you want. If you want to do prostitutes, then fuck it, you can do it. Did that kind of suit? Did that kind of work? Did that kind of... I tried to think of something... did a tuxedo! If I came up with that joke just a little bit before, that would have made much more sense. But no, I didn't, so there's that. So yes, and also, first freaking person in a GTA game, and it isn't the mod. Hallelujah! That is gonna be great. I'm just very much looking forward to a first-person GTA experience. I would really also love a first-person Just Cause experience. Games like that, that's a little bit bad shit. Bananas. Yeah, you get some cool moments in first person. You jumped out of a freaking plane and fallen to the ground as you wait to deploy your parachute. You don't get the same feeling in third person as you get in first person. So first person is very good for the immersion bit, which immersion is important. I mean, for instance, as an example, I don't really feel that I'm driving a truck right now, as much as I feel a little bit more sort of like a real driver here, because for one, the driver doesn't sit above like he was some Jesus. It doesn't levitate behind your truck. The driver sits here in the cab. I think that for a simulator to not have a first-person view is something that's rather silly, because isn't half the point that you're supposed to simulate how it's like being a real truck driver? And I'm pretty sure that truck drivers aren't Jesus. I'm pretty certain of that. I'm pretty sure that Jesus is Jesus. Truck drivers, they just plainly just add. So, yes, looking forward to that. Also the graphics. Holy bananas, the graphics. And also just, you wanna just, think about life. Go drive around in the city. First person in the night. Lovely. Do a road trip, if that's what you fancy. We'll try to come up with neat things to do, which is always a jolly fine thing to do. Which is one of the many pros with an open world game, is that you kind of make your own fun. And if that isn't a good message to send to kids, people at the age of me, buckle up! Don't adjust your camera, you'll do a Russian. Actually, I had some damage on it 4, which was 3%, so I kind of damaged it 0%. Which was basically just I forgot which pedal was which and accelerated into the thing, the warehouse or the garage, the garage that I just bought, because I had gotten myself over here after I got my ass over here after completing the holiday special shenanigans. So there's that. But I think that this has gone on for long enough. This part here is going up to half an hour, so I think I'll just put it on here and we'll see how far we've gotten. Fuck all. In other words, I don't know why it's still there, but Taddeo, I'm looking forward to go to Venezia. It's a different kind of city. You can see that it looks slightly different. Also, a Klagenfurt. You can see the bends of the city. This is very non-typical of Euro truck. Usually you have something a little bit more like grass, maybe, or just take a look at its last book. You have basically very squared roads. So it's a very interesting place, but nevertheless, My name is Matthias, and I'll continue to be so forever in the future, and I suppose that I'll ask you to enjoy your penises, because that's important. And, you know, I wouldn't advise you to, but fuck it, we have freedom of speech and freedom of press. So if you want to draw a cartoon of your penis, then